Welcome everyone to Wilmington Notch Public Campground and Day Use Area. It's a state of New York Department of Environmental Conservation campground. We're way up in North Country near Lake Placid, not far from Whiteface Mountain. Some good skiing up there, Olympic skiing. And we're going to be here for a couple of days. It's the day after Labor Day. I was hoping it would be quiet here, but this campground is quite full. A lot going on up here. All right. Time to get back to the campground and finish setting up. Here's the camp map. We are on site 26. Okay, the weather just took a turn for the worse. I'm going to have to put up a string line and a quick tarp so we can just keep ourselves out of the rain. It's just a string line knot. It's adjustable. You can make it tighter or looser. And we're going to put up a lean-to right over the table. Some carabiners and some pins. Now that I have the tarp suspended by the carabiners, I'll use these lines to stretch it across. It just started raining, and I figured I'd take the opportunity to throw up a lean-to just to protect my table and give me somewhere to sit right in front of the fire tonight. The nice part about doing it with a string line is that I don't have to have lines coming off the lean-to that I'm going to be tripping on all night. Now, I didn't give this a lot of thought before I set it up. This is more set up on the fly, literally. That's a simple lean-to on a string line. Now I can reset myself under here, make myself comfortable. I have to give myself a place to sit and all that. Alright. Thanks everybody. I'll give you a look at it when I'm done setting it up in a little while. Chicken thighs. It's about 13 minutes after 3 on day 1. Hi everybody. It's about 17 minutes before 6 o'clock on day 1. My chicken thighs came out really delicious. Just finished eating them. Went over to the shower house where there's a sink to wash up in. Made it nice and clean, easy. And I started my first fire for the evening. And we're all ready for an evening by the campfire. Been looking forward to this. Thanks for watching everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon. Good morning everybody. It is 6:26 on day 2. Had a really good night's sleep. This is the inside of the cabin. It's a bit messy. Not bad though. Got my new hygiene bag hanging in the corner. That's something new. Today we're going to drive over to Meadowbrook Camp and have a look at their sites. It's only about a 10-mile drive, maybe less. And but first we're going to have a nice breakfast. Okay, good morning everybody. Coming to you today from Wilmington Notch Campground near Lake Placid, New York. Oh my. I ate my whole breakfast without even taking a picture of it. It was good. 2 fried eggs on a nice roll. It's all gone. Still have some coffee. Oh well. I'll make another one tomorrow morning. Okay, it is 11 minutes to 8 o'clock on day 2. Camp is all tidied up. They're doing some work in the gorge over there by Whiteface. Oh, we've got some construction vehicles making noise, but no big deal to me because I'm half deaf. We are going to hit the road, do some exploring. Check out all these little trailheads. Got my basic camping backpack with me, just some emergency stuff, makings for coffee. We'll see what we can find. Okay, we're parked right up there. That's the road. And that's the Ausable River. It's quite a drop off. Boy, you really need to be a billy goat to be going down there. So we're just out today taking a drive, get away from the campground for a little while. I have to kill some time before we go over to Meadowbrook. That's another campground closer to Lake Placid that we're going to check out today. It's closed for the season, but I'm hoping they'll let me take a walk around. Most of them do. We'll see. Alright. Just a little place to stop and go fishing if you feel like climbing down that gorge. There's more access down the road a little more. We're going to go check it out. This is Route 86. It's a nice little viewpoint on the side of the road. Pretty busy today. Lots of traffic on the road. Everyone's going somewhere. It's the Olympic region. It's 2 days after Labor Day. So there's still plenty of people hanging around. A beautiful spot. Too bad for all the traffic. Okay, here's a different spot to access. We're still parked in the same spot, but this looks like it's a little bit of an easier walk in. Nice little spot here. And again, we come up on the gorge, and I guess if you want to go fishing, that's your way down. I'm not going to climb much farther down. I'm not going to get much closer to this edge either. What a beautiful place. So very wild. Very cool. So we're staying in Wilmington Notch, New York State DEC campground. And there's nothing there. It's basically just a campground that's right on the road. It is a bit noisy with the traffic, but on the other hand, you're not driving a half an hour backcountry to get to the campground and another half hour to get back out. So if you're just on the road traveling and you're looking for an overnighter, this would be a good choice. You're right on Route 86, right between Wilmington and Lake Placid. So you can be right on the main road, pull into a parking spot, take a nap, wake up the next morning and have not added anything to your drive time. So its greatest disadvantage is its greatest advantage. Not a bad thing. I was comfortable, slept like a baby. This beautiful little tree here. Now the leaves are just starting to change. Autumn's in the air. Look at that shot up. Pink skies. Mist coming off the mountains. Very pretty. And we're on the side of the road here. Nothing special. Let's go see what else we can find down the road. Okay, we're only a few hundred feet down the road. Still loving the views around here. Are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Change the light a little bit. Okay, we're entering the West Branch Ausable River catch and release area. Special fishing regulations apply. All trout caught shall be immediately returned to the water without unnecessary injury. Only artificial lures are permitted. Okay. And that's where we're parked. Let's go see if there's a better way to get down to the river from here. That looks a bit ticky. Okay, here's another way in. I'm going to be quiet because there may be someone fishing. This is the Ausable River. Let's continue down the road a bit. No one's here. There is a car parked here, but he must have hiked in or hiked up or down the creek. The Ausable River, not creek. Alright, back to the car. Let's see what we find next. Okay, we're down the road just maybe another quarter of a mile, not even. And I believe the word was Bassett Flats was on the sign. I will correct that or confirm that on the screen. Same type notices. I don't think anyone's been down here yet today. All the way across there's a crane. Let's give you a quick pan here. The Bassett Flats. I guess in all these little holes are where the trout are hanging out. I've been told the water is very low this time of year. Beautiful sunny day here in the Adirondacks, for the moment. Alright. The Bassett Flats. Very, very nice. Alright, moving on down the road. We got some wild blueberries here. A little bit of free breakfast. Nice. Okay, carry in, carry out. The West Branch Ausable River, public fishing stream, State of New York Department of Environmental Conservation. Just another quarter mile down the road from our last stop. Now this one was labeled Monument Falls. And there is a monument back behind me. I just figured we'd come and check this out first. Such a pretty spot. I'm afraid these pictures won't be doing it justice at all, but do my best. We've been coming from that direction this way the whole time. Let's peek out from this corner. Got some bugs. We're at Monument Falls, right there. On our way to Wilmington. Lake Placid down there. Let's go have a look. Wonder if we can get down there. Looks like there's a trail running along the creek. Yeah, you got a nice little trail here through the woods. Obviously you can hear the road traffic. We're not far away from the trailhead. But with every step, the noise gets a little bit quieter and quieter. Good place to get down into the creek. I keep calling it a creek, it's the Ausable River. And continue up the trail a little bit longer. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're just exploring the banks of the Ausable River. If you enjoy this content, please give us a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel to grow. Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. The best way to help the channel. Very pretty. Just enjoy this for a second. Okay. Unless I'm wrong, this is state land. So as long as you get yourself back 150 or so feet away from the water or trail, you can set up camp in these woods. I did see a pit privy, impossible to see from here with the camera, but it's in front of us, maybe about 150 feet. So I guess if you go beyond that, up in that direction, find yourself 2 nice trees, set up a hammock, bring your fishing pole, and you just spend 3 days. If you want to spend any longer than that, you have to talk to a park ranger and get a permit. Or if you're going to come with more than 10 people, but I don't want to come here with 10 people, to be honest with you. Maybe one good friend. Okay. I mean, I could let this roll. This is just really beautiful. Again, back to the Ausable River. More great spots for fishing. Looking back towards where we came from. Looks like a bit of a deep hole in the middle. Probably where the fish are hanging out. Don't forget, humans aren't the only things fishing out here. You got birds. Eagles and hawks and whatnot, so they don't want to be near the surface unless they have to be. Maybe just a few more steps down this path. It just keeps getting prettier, so what's the worst that could happen? I shouldn't ask questions like that. Another access point to the creek, to the river again. I got creek stuck in my head. I was brought up on a creek, really a brook. Now, the river is very low, so I'm told by some fishermen friends that I've made over this week while I've been up here. I would imagine this must be, yeah, I could see the line on the rocks over there. It's probably about a foot lower than normal. And continue on, the trail does. But I think we're going to head back towards the road and see where that road takes us. That's the Ausable River, near Wilmington, New York, not far from Whiteface Mountain where they had the Olympic Games, near Lake Placid. I hope they do it again someday. It's the best place for the Winter Olympics, honestly. Oh, look at this. Great shot to end on. 1885 to 1935. This tablet commemorates the 50th anniversary of conservation in New York State. On May 15, 1885, Governor David B. Hill signed the law establishing the Forest Preserve. The surrounding mountains, streams, and woodlands have been acquired for the free use of all people of the state and are maintained as wild forest land for the enjoyment of future generations. This was erected in 1935 by basically the DEC, the Conservation Department of the state of New York. Now this one, 50 years later, it says pretty much the same thing. And this one was put up in 1985 on the 100th anniversary. Almost time for a new tablet. Yeah, we're almost up to the 150. Okay. So this is Monument Falls. And it was a very nice stopover. We are just cruising down Route 86, heading in the general direction of Wilmington, New York, to see what we can see. Back to the car. We'll see what else we can find. Okay, this one's labeled Quarry Pool. There's a bit of a sign over here. The same one we just saw. Now, since then, we passed by 2 or 3 more little spots to park and go fishing. But I'm not going to stop at them all, just the ones that are labeled, maybe. There's something here. Stop Rocks Not. I'm going to forget that. Camping's prohibited here. Okay, I'll come back when we get to the end of this trail. Alright, we've been on the trail for a couple of minutes. I figured I'd stop and show you where I am. Just hiking through the woods, looking for the Quarry Pool. I could still hear the road, so it gives me a general direction to go back in, and the river's just behind the camera right now, through the woods. This is what I'm looking at. Look at the beautiful moss. Outstanding. Well, I've reached the end of this trail, so I must need to turn off this trail at some point. It kind of goes that way. Yep. Yep. It opened up into this. That's how we got here. Oh, look at the sun. Oh, a big blue heron just took off, went down that way. I think I disturbed his fishing. That's not good. Sorry about that, buddy. Now this must be the Quarry Pool. And there's a bit of a waterfall around the corner. See if I can't get out on this big rock here. I have my editor zoom in here because I'm not going to walk any further. Okay. This is Quarry Pool. Water's moving nicely. Let's get back up that trail. Hope we can find our way back to the car. I hope you're enjoying this walkabout. Checking out all these really nice fishing spots along the Ausable River. We're not far from Lake Placid and Wilmington, New York, the site of Whiteface Mountain. And this is some of the best fishing around, I'm told. Well, okay, we made it back to the Loud Road. It was a little scary. It's a tight trail. You get a little claustrophobic. Not that I missed the sound of the road at all. Alright, quick correction as I read the map. We're not heading towards Wilmington. We're heading towards Lake Placid. We're going in a southwesterly direction, if you can see that on our compass on the car. We went from Monument Falls to Quarry Pool. That was the hint. So, we're heading towards Lake Placid, which is where we want to go anyway, because that's where Meadowbrook Campground is, and that's really what we're on our way to go see. Let's see what we find next. Okay, here's another fishing spot. Some signs to read. Basically about protecting the water. Very important. Let's see what we can see over here. Okay, the West Branch Ausable River public fishing stream. That's the road, Route 86 heading into Lake Placid. It's loud. It's right there, so I guess I don't have to worry about being quiet here. It's turning into a really nice day. Okay, we were just up there at that sign, and this is what it looks like underneath the bridge. And we'll walk down that trail, see what's around the corner. Get away from some of this noise. Shoot down here for a quick look. Yeah, we get a good vantage point from here. And then I'll swing around. That's where all the traffic noise is coming from. Right there, that bridge. Back this way is peaceful. Very nice. So we're just about in Lake Placid, I think. Getting close anyway. Alright, back to the car. Hello everybody. I was going to go to Meadowbrook Campground, but they are closed for the season. It's not unexpected. But they had big no trespassing signs up. And there was nowhere to park, so I turned to my cell phone and got directions over here to Fish Creek. Now, I'm very familiar with Fish Creek ponds. I've camped here many times. This is a great time of year to be here. Of course, if you're staying at a New York State campground, you can visit other ones on that permit. So here I am. I figured I would come here, make a cup of coffee, and enjoy the scenery. Now, I have heard from some listeners, some watchers, that they have renumbered the campgrounds here. So perhaps I will set up the camera for a drive-through and reshoot Fish Creek ponds, as well as the neighboring campground Rollins Pond, and make a thing of it. Look at this beautiful fire pit. So this is the day use area at Fish Creek, and that's the military flying overhead. I'm going to make a cup of coffee and maybe a snack. Thanks everybody. I hope you're enjoying my exploration of the Saranac region. We saw a lot of great fishing spots. And now we're going to take a break. It's about 12 minutes after 10 o'clock in the morning on day 2. And we're just going to make a cup of coffee, a bite to eat, and then we'll take a drive around and we'll update our drive-by tour, our drive-through tour of Fish Creek Ponds. And I will also do a drive-through of Rollins Pond if I can. So I've got my water boiling on our new titanium stove holder. Got our coffee filter set up. Our coffee's already ground. That should do it. And I've got a little snack to go with it. Here's to a beautiful autumn day in a beautiful place. Excellent. Okay. We'll be doing some more exploring right after I finish my snack. Let's go take a walk. I'll show you the day use area here at Fish Creek Ponds. All along here are picnic sites with little barbecues right on the water. Very nice. We got a Americans with Disabilities Act compliant path here. So if you're here with a wheelchair or a mobility scooter, you're good. And more sites on the left, a little closer to the parking lot. There is a playground. Nobody here. A little pavilion, I'm sure is rentable. That's the changing rooms and bathhouse. Okay, that's the public swimming area. Very nice ADA compliant picnic area. Very nice. Way to go, New York State. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's go back to the car. Okay, day 2. It is 7 minutes after 3 o'clock. Made a couple of cheeseburgers and some Kraft macaroni and cheese with a Pepsi. Made the burgers on a new titanium grill. I made the mac and cheese on the titanium stick stove. Very cool. All new stuff. I'll put the information up on the screen so you know where I got it. Good evening, everybody. It is 7:24 p.m. on day 2. Got a hot cup of coffee and a nice fire going. This is our last night in camp here at Wilmington Notch. Tomorrow should be a quick breakdown. We should be out of here early. That's it for the night. Good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It's 6:26 on day 3. We're packing up to go home, so I'm being really quiet. So, shh, don't wake anyone up. Okay, it's 2 minutes after 7. We're cooking eggs. Good morning. Another beautiful Adirondack day. Just a shame we have to go home. But we do. Okay, it is 8:24 on day 3. We're all packed up. A little extra firewood left over. Someone will use it. It's everything jammed in. Alright, so we're back to the island. Got about a 5-hour journey in front of me to get back to the city. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody, from the Adirondack Park. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Well, that's it, everybody. We're all packed up. The car is stacked. We're leaving Wilmington Notch Public Campground, not far from Lake Placid, real close to Whiteface Mountain, Olympic Mountain, great skiing. And we're heading home. Today's my birthday. Gonna go have a party. Take care, everybody. See you next time. Thanks for watching.